Hi, my name is Lee Ride Farr. I teach people to ride motorcycles, do the few odd motorcycle review, and I write some books on it. So this is my take on the Suzuki TU250. It's kind of a rare bike because Suzuki doesn't make very many of them. So if you find one out there, it's actually not a bad buy at all. And I'll get up and close and personal with it, and so I can tell you about it. There's nothing fancy about this review. It's just up close and personal, just so you can see how it is. If you want a video of me riding it up and down through a winding mountain pass, forget it. I'm not doing that. I'm just gonna review it. So this motorcycle is not from the 1960s, 70s, or 80s. It's from 2013 or 2016 or 2018. It's recent. It's built today. So avoid buying that 1985 motorcycle that looks like this. That's $500. That motorcycle is going to be a nightmare to keep running and to find parts with it. Buy this. It runs. It's reliable. And that means all you need to worry about is riding. So this is the only bike right now that looks like this that's for sale, and it's modern and it's working well, which is probably one of the reasons why it can be hard to find. So brand new, this motorcycle is about $4,600, give or take a couple $100 each way, depending where you buy it in North America. The used market, it's about $3,500. So don't expect much off. Since they don't make very many of them, people don't have a lot of them, they really do hold their value, providing they're not crashed or there's 100,000 miles or kilometers on them. But it's a good deal. It's under $5,000, and so if it's under $5,000, you can't go wrong. This motorcycle is basic, as it should be if they really want to remake an old motorcycle new. So you got your analog speedometer, no RPM gauge, got your odometer there, your trip meter, the old school neutral and low fuel light, standard signals, high beam, all that good stuff, and your kill switch and starter. What is modern about this is there's no choke, so you don't have to have a little lever here to warm it up. It does have a computer in it, fuel injection, so it should start up easy first time. So that's definitely something you want with a motorcycle today, and it's got it. Even the lights are old school. You got the bulbs for all the signals and the headlight. So that's as bright as that headlight's gonna get. It's about a 5 candle power headlight. So riding at night on a dark road, not such a good idea, but in a city, just fine. I mean, it really fits with the motorcycle. But yeah, all the modern headlights are gonna be significantly brighter than this. Same thing at the back, all bulbs back here, not that bright. Good enough for the city, the daytime, all that, but not nearly as bright as the modern lights these days. So this motorcycle comes with a 250cc engine, which is good enough for around town. That's 16 horsepower and about 13 foot-pounds of torque. Not much, but you're not buying this for big horsepower. You want fuel mileage. You want something easy to get around on. This bike does it very, very well. What it won't do well is ride on the highway. So let's say it's 75 miles an hour, or maybe 120 kilometers an hour. Not that comfortable. I mean, it doesn't have a windscreen. It's not going to protect you. Even still, the engine is topped out. So I'd recommend riding around at 60 miles an hour or 90 kilometers an hour, as it's just much more comfortable to ride. So if you need to do highways, don't buy this bike. But if you're around town, even dirt trails, why not? It'll do it, and it'd be happy to do it for you. So the Suzuki TU250 just comes with a standard classic tire. Nothing too fancy there. You don't need it. It does come with a disc brake up front, which is great for good stopping power. The rear does come with a drum brake, which is 1800s technology, but that is all you need for the rear tire. It does lock up still, so if you stomp on the rear brake too hard, it will lock up. But yeah, it's kind of funny to see a drum brake on a motorcycle made in a modern era, because that is old school technology. So interesting things about this motorcycle is the throttle. I've never ridden a motorcycle that has such a long twist. So if I want to add a bit of throttle, that's fine. But if I want to go all the way to the end, I really got to turn my hand all the way to the back. So if I'm on the highway and I'm going from 0 kilometers an hour to a highway, I have to turn it, then readjust my hand and really pull back on it. Never had a motorcycle that's done that. It's always been pretty short. Not a big deal though. The fuel tank is 12 liters of fuel. So you will get about, probably at the most, 200 miles or 320 kilometers. But I would say it's probably more like 150 miles. Definitely 250 kilometers. Seats, nice and soft. You can even have a passenger, and you won't have to worry about riding too long, as you will be comfortable. Suspension is adjustable. Few settings, so it's gonna be soft, softer, or softest. You have a little bit of storage behind here, so that just comes loose with a flathead screwdriver. All I can fit in there is a manual and my insurance papers. So the rest has got to go in your bag or your backpack. Seat height's pretty good. It's about 31 inches, which isn't bad. Now it is 31 inches standing alone, but once you sit on it, it will squish down. And so even someone who's shorter with a shorter inseam, no problem. So I have a 32-inch inseam. I'm good to go. But if you have probably maybe a 28 or 29 inseam, you'd be fine as well to ride this bike. It's really light, so even if you only tippy toe it, only get your tippy toes on the ground, it's okay. You'll be able to save the weight of the motorcycle because it's about 330 pounds wet, which isn't much. It's balanced really well, so you won't have to worry about that. So if you find it, buy it. If you don't like it, sell it. It's an easy sell. Thanks for watching. As usual, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And if there's a motorcycle you want me to review, just ask. I pretty much have access to everything with a little bit of effort. So ride safe out there. Enjoy.